Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Mario Final Fantasy podcast. I am your host, Caleb Schweiss.
I am not your host, Joe.
And today, guys, we are going to be reviewing Mario Hoops 3-on-3, known in Europe as Mario Slam Basketball and in Japan as Mario Basket.
Which means its name is actually Mario Basket 3-on-3.
As you could have guessed, the least sensible name is the official title.
Yes.
If we know anything from Square, it's awful naming.
Mario puts the ball in the basket.
That's right, yeah.
So this went fast.
Yeah, I beat it in like a day and a half, just kind of like piddling around with it. Went through the series of tournaments on normal or whatever, easy or normal, I can't remember which one it was called, and got credits, and I was like, huh, cool.
Whoops.
Yeah.
You fought all the, spoilers, Final Fantasy guys at the end?
Yeah, they were pretty crazy the first time, but then I beat them the second try.
Oh, I beat him the first try.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that game was my bitch. Until I tried to do some other stuff in the game, and then I realized, no. It was just allowing me to beat the game.
Yeah, it was just giving you a taste.
Yeah. A taste of victory.
Yeah, so it was really fast. I wasn't expecting it to be that quick, but I also, when I went in, I was like, okay, how do we beat this thing? Like, I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Well, I mean, my thing was, yeah, there was the like tournament, and that was the main dealio. And like each of those, I'm sorry, there's like a section for tournaments, and then you beat all the tournaments, and then you beat the game. And they are not long. It's 5 minutes plus slow-mo basket hoops and all these other extra shots. So it's a little bit more than that, but it's I would say it's 5 minutes a level on the game clock.
Yeah.
And there's 4 tournaments of 3 games each. It's really similarly structured to a Mario Kart. But yeah, that's all you have to do is you pick your team and then you do each tournament, and you'll open up the Rainbow Tournament after you beat the other 3 tournaments. In the Rainbow Tournament, which has the most assholey areas in the entire game, of course, just like in Mario Kart. Once you beat that, you get credits. Oh, yeah, you are then taken to heaven. You're taken to Final Fantasy heaven, which is why we're playing this game.
Of course, yeah.
And in Final Fantasy heaven, they try to ass rape you, but of course you don't let it happen. If you're a winner, if you're Schweiss, then of course you get hammered, and then you have to go back and take revenge.
Yeah, I can't remember if I lost on the last level or if I lost one of the games in the last tournaments. I can't remember, but I did lose at some point.
They were actually kind of tough. I was like really like, yeah. And then, yeah.
So Joe had an idea after that. He was like, what if we just unlocked all the Final Fantasy stuff? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. This game's easy enough.
Horrible idea.
And then I did an extra tournament to try to get like the gold or whatever, and I got like the bronze, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know about doing this like 5 times to get this stupid character unlocked.
I believe there's 5 unlockable Final Fantasy characters. I believe, from what I remember, it's like White Mage, Ninja, Black Mage, Moogle, Cactar.
Yeah.
I think that's it in the game. And you have to do some seriously fucking crazy, to me, crazy shit in order to get that unlocked. And there was a certain point where I was like, especially Cactar. Cactar's requirement is nutso.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There was I was like, you know what? I saw Final Fantasy characters and we beat this fucking game. Fuck this.
Yeah, and the second you said that, I was like, sounds good to me.
And we were going to verse each other, but I forgot the DS.
Yeah, that was like best part about the theater rhythm. We just put the mic down and like started like tapping for like 3 minutes as we fought.
Yeah, that would be 5 minutes though. That would be a little too much.
Yeah. Plus, I would make sure to pick up all the coins and do like a super, super long-winded dunk each time. So, we burned this game real fast.
burned it down to the fucking ground. It was like 2 playing sessions. The game was over.
You know why we did? Because we didn't mention the fact that this would be a quick one. Every time we talk about like, oh, this will be a fast one, it turns into like, oh no one just knows how long this thing takes, and it's actually going to be a long ass game, even though it has no business being a long game. That's what we run into. Like, oh, the next one will be short, right? No.
Yeah.
The only one that was true for was the Yuffie thing, and then it became not so short because I fucked up and didn't beat it in time. Admittedly, when you got it back, you played the shit out of Fort Condor as well, so I felt a little bit better. But
I was like, I'm going to beat this in one night with the Yuffie thing, and I was like, no, I'm going to play Fort Condor for a few hours.
Yeah, dude, and on hard mode, that's still all I've done. I went back, I was like, come on, hurry up with this stupid bullshit gameplay. And then I got to Fort Condor, and I beat everybody except I haven't done the hardest one yet, and that's where I turned it off. I was like, all right, I'm good for now.
He's tough. I did not beat him.
On hard?
No, I didn't beat him on normal.
Oh, he's rough on normal.
Yeah, he is rough, so I can't imagine how fucking rough he is on hard.
Because the thing is about hard is you can't just be in the lead and win. You have to win outright.
Ooh.
And the only reason why I beat him on normal is because I threw everything in my arsenal at his fucking one tower, and then just eventually won the war of attrition by then defending the shit out of my stuff.
Yeah.
So this time you can't do that, so I don't know how the fuck I'm going to beat that. But
so did you already give us everything you had on there?
No.
Okay, all right. I was like,
I've got more. So it was developed by Square Enix and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo DS in 2006. It was the first game where Mario and Final Fantasy characters appeared together as playable characters, and it's actually the second Mario game developed by Square Enix. The first one being the legendary Super Mario RPG.
Which used to be on our list until I found out there weren't actually any Final Fantasy characters in it.
Yeah, it was
there
just
are
made by
some references, but nothing's actually in there.
Yeah. And this one's honestly kind of loose too, just because it's like
they're there.
Classes of Final Fantasy characters. And
Cactar, the Cactar and Moogle class.
Yeah, that's true. Those two kind of make it. So game came out July 27th, 2006 in Japan, September 11th, 2006 in North America.
5-year anniversary.
Yeah. And then later in the other countries that don't matter.
Jesus.
So shout out to our European listeners.
Yeah, thanks for the 5-star iTunes review. I'm sure you're about to give us.
Yeah, thanks a lot. The game was directed by Shin Azuma, produced by Toyokazu Nonaka and Hiroyuki Miura, and composed by Masayoshi Soken. This was his first game.
Nice.
That he composed.
What? Ever?
Yeah, this is his first one.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Square just had him as like an arranger. And like,
didn't love the music.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah. Not a big fan of it.
Not a big fan. I kind of turned. Yeah, I had listened to the music because I was having to review it later, but I don't have much to say about the music, honestly. It was just kind of I was sick of the whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah song, honestly.
Yeah, the menu song.
Yeah. Otherwise, it sounded like something that you would have heard in Mario Kart or something like that.
Yeah. And
it goes along with the genre, for sure.
Yeah. Story is, non-existent, obviously. Nothing. You're basically just doing a tournament. There's not even a reason for the tournament. It's not like Mortal Kombat coming up with an excuse.
No, you're just... Apparently, all those Nintendo players are also professional basketball players.
Yeah.
A very specific type of basketball where it's 3-on-3. I don't know if you knew it was 3-on-3 before playing the game.
Yeah. No,
based on the title, but it is 3-player teams.
See, I thought it was Mario Basket 3-on-3 or Mario Slam Basketball, but I guess I should have deduced that. Yeah. So 3-on-3 pickup games between Nintendo celebrities here.
That's right. And they all have like different not all of them have different play styles, but there's like a couple different classes of play style, like your Donkey Kong, he's powerful. So he can like bitch slap a ball out of someone's hand.
Really, real fast.
And then like slowly, blunderingly make his way to the basket.
Yeah.
There are some like Diddy Kong, who's a fast motherfucker, but can lose the ball pretty quickly, honestly. And then there's the all-around, which, of course, are just like, it's Mario, Yoshi, and Luigi are the all-around guys.
Yeah.
Or something in between. I pretty much use Mario and Luigi. Luigi, I think, is actually the best character to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Someone brought up something in some forum when I was trying to figure out how to get the Final Fantasy characters. And I was just seeing if there was like a way to get Cactar, which I guess we'll talk about the requirements in a bit. And someone was like, Luigi is the best character because Luigi's special move is really easy to do. And yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And so Luigi became my MVP.
I barely use the special moves in this game, dude. I want to be honest.
Oh, it's because most of the characters is a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah. That's
So
probably why.
yeah, got a full roster there. There's a few different game modes. One is just like a practice mode where you just like figure out how to play the game, like all the moves, which I honestly went through all that stuff. I should have just gone through it again. Like if I were actually trying to get like the 800 fucking points over the other team you need to get for Cactar, then I would go through and like really finesse my technique, as you could say, I guess. So there's that mode. There's the regular tournament mode. There is
just like pickup games, like a exhibition game.
Yeah, the exhibition thing. There's also, which I didn't really futz around with. There's the one where you have to like get all the coins. So there's like a dribbling game.
Oh yeah, I did that. I thought that was stupid, so I only did it once.
There's a dribbling game, and then there's also a mode which is just like learning the special moves mode. I guess I would call it. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically, I mean, the game is a game of basketball with the touch screen on the DS where like you have to like you have to slide up for someone to like shoot a basket. You have to like tap in order to dribble. And when you dribble, you run faster while you're using like the D-pad to run around, or the stick, I guess, the analog stick to run around.
Yeah.
And you're crushing your thumb to death, which is what this game did to me. There are little on the floor. There's like these not invisible. They're like these like little floating. They're kind of like the boxes in Mario Kart, but they're 2D. They're just like squares that are moving around on the floor.
Yeah.
That have question marks on them, and you can like dribble over them in order to get coins, and the coins are added to the points when you make your next basket. You can also lose a lot of the coins if like a ball is taken away from you, or if someone like, if you're playing one of the defensive players, you go over one of those squares, or an item is brought up after one of the person who's dribbling over it goes over it. You can pick up items and throw them at people, just like in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
In the middle of a basketball game, no big deal. It's not a foul or anything.
No, you foul hard in this thing.
And you have a 2.5 minute shot clock. And then you switch sides halfway through the game, just like a regular game of basketball in that sense. And got a whole bunch of like, you have special moves where if no one touches you for 5 seconds, you can fucking throw the basket from like half a mile away, which is pretty cool. And then there's like, a bunch of different defensive moves, and it all has to do with like the stylus on the thing.
Yeah.
Not the most intuitive game of all time.
Yeah, I wonder if that's why I didn't really like it that much, because I wasn't using the stylus very often. Like, I used it for the like speeding up the dribble to get the coins, but I didn't use it to shoot. I didn't use it to like go walk faster. I didn't know you could use it for that.
I didn't know you could use the buttons to shoot until like I read. I was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
why would I even do that?" Because I was using the stylus the whole time.
That's what I was doing. I don't know where you fucking learned that you're supposed to use the stylus to shoot, but
I was in the mode that teaches you how to play the game, and I did all of them.
Oh, I only did like 2. That's probably why I didn't know how to play
didn't know I could exit. I thought I had to do the whole tutorial.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. I was playing it wrong apparently.
Yeah, no wonder it was harder for you, I guess, on that.
I mean, yeah. It's probably the easiest game I've played in a long time, but yeah, it was harder.
As far as beating it.
Yeah,
as far as like getting to the end of it and being like,
I mean,
I think I only play this for 2 hours.
I guess I lost the same amount of times that I lost in Plants vs. Zombies when I played through it this year. Yeah. But that was bullshit because I was playing, at a time when I really should not have been playing. And there was a fucking pogo zombie that ripped me off. So,
of course,
yeah, those pogo.
I fucking
bags.
love that game.
Oh, I know,
Plants
it's
vs.
amazing. I downloaded number 2. Huge betrayal. It's so wrong. It's just unacceptable. There's like quick upgrades to your zombies, and they become like really freakishly fast, and then they go back to normal. It's such a mobile game. I'm like so betrayed and scandalized because the first one is so good.
It's like a pre-mobile game, even though mobile games are already out. But
yeah, it is very much that, and it's sad because number 1 is like just perfect. It's so good.
It's a wonderful. Are they going to make a 3? You think?
I don't know. They did the Garden Warfare ones.
Yeah, who cares about
this? Is like third-person shooters. They're supposed to be pretty good, but I mean, I'm like, yeah, I don't care though because that's not what I'm there for. I'm there for the
grid.
I'm there for the tower defense grid. Yeah, I'm not there to fuck around with some third-person shooter. What am I? What is this? Fucking the Donkey Kong?
Yeah,
64. Like, come on.
So there is a multiplayer mode which we missed out on, and we just do not care about this game enough to like wait for me to go get my DS.
Yeah, I did care enough to be upset. That
I was upset that I didn't bring it. Because honestly, I was like, I decided like last minute that I was going to go back up to my parents' house tonight instead of like coming down here.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I just was like, okay, I'll just leave my stuff. And that was the only thought I had at that moment. And I just, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It would have been nice to play some multiplayer of this.
The multiplayer... You know, one of the things that they mentioned, there was never any online for it, and so the only way to play this game is to have 2 copies of it in the same room.
Yeah,
so that's kind of disappointing. But I mean, I saw a review on here that says it could have easily been rated higher if there was Wi-Fi connectivity, and it would have been one of the most played games online. I don't know about that. But I can see people playing this thing.
I can see people playing it. So,
probably not now, but
all right. So I'm going to talk about like that's the game, and each like basket, it's like 20 points if you're close, it's like 40 points if you're outside of the 3-point line.
Yeah, and like you said, the stars give you a little bit more. Like it's
Coins
really
give you more. Yeah.
To me, it's like they just choose randomly, willy nilly, how many points shit's worth. That's how it feels.
No, it's not, but.
But I don't know.
Each type of basket, there's like 3 different places you can get baskets, and it starts at 20 and it goes to 40. I don't know where the 30 is because I pretty much never made a normal basket in this game.
Oh, I made a lot of normal
either
baskets.
Hail Married it from across the place with Luigi's special powers, or I was like just going up and dunking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was the easiest way to get a basket.
It reminds me of that what is it? The NBA.
That old NBA. It reminds me this game. It looks a lot like that NBA plays.
I can't remember what it's called. Fuck, why my memory is failing me.
NBA Jam.
No,
NBA.
it's like it was like an NBA Jam ripoff that Caleb Craig and I played for a little while. I can't remember the name of it though. But it had a similar thing where like you would get a special. And I would just do like a half court shot, and it would always go in. It's like a never miss basket.
It's not a never miss because you can defend the basket if your timing
can
is
goaltend
good.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you can. You can also like hold down the stylus to have like a square of hell that you can like steal the ball from occasionally. Although the AI is usually a little smarter than that. But it's a game with some decent challenge, and luckily, like the levels aren't like super long, so you're not like if you lose a game, which I only lost once, I think.
Yeah, you can always just retry too. It's got like a once more, and then you can just keep doing it.
It does, but let's say you're going for a trophy, like a gold trophy or something like that. You have to consistently have over 200 points over the other team.
Is that every game you have to have?
I don't know. I couldn't find the answer to that question.
I saw something on the wiki where it seemed like it was overall for the tournament. You have to have over 200 more points than the others. But I was like, I feel like I did that.
That shouldn't. No, because if you just won all 3 games, you might have over 200 pretty easily.
Otherwise, that's crazy. That's a lot of points.
No, yeah. And that's the realization, especially with Cactar, of like, I'm going to have to get really good at this game in order to get to where I could get those fucking Final Fantasy characters. And I'm like, I'm out.
And like, do you want to be one of those people that can say, I'm really good at Mario Hoops 3v3? I don't know if I do.
There's like hardly any Let's Play videos on this game, by the way. Because I went on YouTube to try to see someone do, like, I wanted to see someone actually like accomplish the thing I had to do.
Yeah.
And that was really hard to find. There is one guy who has like a whole channel dedicated to his speed runs. He has world records of Mario Hoops.
I was going to say dedicated to games no one plays.
Yeah, what he does, by the way, is just dribble and avoid the other players like for the entire thing, and then makes one basket right before the middle or right before you switch sides, and then he just avoids the rest of the game too.
Oh, so it's like blitzball. You just hide.
Yeah. He has to make 1 point so that he wins, and then the rest of the time is just like tapping away, just dribbling and avoiding.
Yeah, it's like a Jordan Peterson oxymoron. You're like, the way you win the game is by playing as little of the game as humanly possible.
I've never heard Jordan Peterson say that.
It's like the way he words things like enforced monogamy. Like, it's not actually enforced; it's socially enforced. So like, it's something people can get enraged about, but really what it means is not quite.
Okay, interesting.
That's what you do with blitzball, though. It's like the goal of blitzball is to play as little blitzball as possible. So you get one goal, and then you just grab the ball and you go fucking hide in the enemy goal, and then everyone's just like,
yeah. And
the AIs can't figure out what the fuck you're trying to
And that's how you
play.
get a world record in Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Yeah,
because you have so much competition trying to beat that record.
Yeah, I wonder how online games. He's probably got like 300 wins, 0 losses online. Or locally, he finds the one other person that hasn't. He's like, oh man, I don't want to play this game with you
You would
anymore.
have to be like sick at avoiding and like dodging shit.
Yeah, because these guys are pricks in this game. Like they will rip you up,
especially on the harder levels.
Yeah, I'm like 2 tournaments in on hard mode because I thought we were going hard. I thought we were like gonna do this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I might have finished.
You don't
it
even
before
need to do hard mode for the Final Fantasy characters.
Oh, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh man, that was all bonus.
Oh no, you do. You do have to do star hard. I think that's for Moogle.
I don't do star.
Okay, so here's
that's an exit only.
So here's how you get the Final Fantasy characters from what I remember. You have to beat Rainbow in both. You have to get the silver trophy, and this is a normal, I believe. Silver trophy and gold trophy. Holy fucking shit, by the way. In Rainbow tournament, in order to get like the mages. I think you have to beat. Oh, maybe you do have to beat something in hard. You might. I'm not sure. I honestly don't remember. For the ninja, you had to beat something. And then for Moogle,
I think ninja, you just beat the game, right? Because I had the ninja.
Oh, that might have been it.
Yeah, I think you.
it was. Thank you. You're right.
And he's
so
a beast.
You do get it. It's bronze, silver, gold on rainbow and normal to get 3 of the 5. Then I believe it's hard mode, and I don't know what trophy you need to get, but it's hard mode star tournament to get Moogle. And then to get Cactar, you have to do something extra in a map that you unlock. And the map, the way you unlock this fucking godforsaken map, because I never got it, is that you have to play Star Tournament, and you have to get 800 in one of the matches. And there's one area that's like it's set up for it, but in one of the matches, you have to get 800 points. 800 points which is a fucking lot. I know you guys haven't played this game before, but that's a lot over the other team.
Yeah.
200, like, I got silver for the first 2 tournaments. Never got even close to gold.
I think you might be right then. It might be per fucking round. That is obscene.
I think you have to fucking like deep throat the other team. I'm sorry. That's not the way I meant to say it. You have to face fuck the other team. Thank you.
How to deep throat the other team and win. Jeez.
I really fucked that up.
Yeah. Oh, that's a weird way to win. Yeah.
That's not what I meant. Let's erase that. Fuck. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, to get cactar.
Talking about deep throating cactar.
To get gold. You got to deep throat if you want to get that money.
That's right, yeah.
Fuck. I'm so embarrassed by that fuck up. You have no idea.
It's a good thing we're going to keep it.
So your 200, you have to like fucking destroy them basically in order to get the gold trophies and all those things. So that would take forever because you would have to get like, as far as I can tell from the few hours that I played of this thing, you would have to become a god in order to beat this thing in gold, especially rainbow. And then also to get 800 points in star, there is one level where occasionally you like unlock a when you make a basket, there's a slot machine.
Oh yeah.
That goes. And if you get 3 stars in a row, it'll triple your score, but that's totally by chance. So you would have to keep on playing that fucking level.
And then have a bunch of coins saved up and by chance
do a whole bunch of coins. You get up to like 100 coins and then make a basket and pray to God that happens twice in the game. I was able to get like 300 points. No, it was 400 points total, but it wasn't over the other team. The other team had more baskets than that.
Yeah.
And that was when I was just like, I think that's when I texted you and I was like, this isn't going to happen or something like that.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not going to keep on replaying this star level, which was getting me better at the game. Quite a bit, just like tap, 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 like just fucking dodging everybody and just like tapping on the boxes, like, give me all your fucking coins. Give me all your coins. I need 800 coins in 5 minutes.
Taxman's here.
And then like praying to the Mario God that he will give me the slot machine bonus that I need when I finally make the basket.
Yeah.
Really rough. Really rough. That would take forever, or just get really lucky. I don't know. It's one of the two. You have to get lucky in order to get that score. Which, fuck that. I want it based on skill.
I know. This game kind of drove me a little bit nuts at times because, like, when I play a basketball game, and I've played actual, like, real life games and then also, like, video games, and I'll see, like, Mario, he'll be getting, like, wide open on the left side, and I'll toss it to him, and then he'll just, like, still go the same speed. Like, there's no breakaway, like, ooh, I'm going to put a little extra effort to get a basket. It's, you throw it to the guy, and then he gets it, and then he's instantly being guarded, and I'm like, it's so frustrating. There's no get away from the enemy, and then, like, score. It's just, no, they're going to be up your ass the whole time.
I just figured it was just like a more simple, stripped down basketball.
It is, yeah. And I don't know.
I liked the game. I enjoyed my time. I wish I could play multiplayer with you on it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I found it wasn't as fun as Mario Kart, but it had a lot of that kind of like thing to it. It had a lot of fun little bonuses and like sounds and all these other things when you're like tossing shit at people. I found that fun. The control scheme was, I'd say I think the way they used the stylus was kind of cool. But like the controlling the stick at the same time, I never quite got my mind wrapped around it. But as I was trying to get those ridiculous point bonuses, or trying to beat Rainbow on, and trying to like, dunk on I'm trying to deep throat the other team.
Yeah.
On Rainbow. I gotta say, like, I was getting marginally better at the game.
Yeah.
And so I was starting to kind of getting into it, especially like, okay, building up my points and then like, running back with Luigi so I could like do his special, which is like to do someone's special, you have to like tap different parts of the screen. Like with Mario, you have to make an M shape, and other characters you have to make other shapes, with Luigi, it's a fucking L, and you can do that shit fast. At least I could. It was just like 3 dots. You just do it. You just do pop, pop, pop. And then if no one's around him, he does like this, like, I don't know. He like spins around like Genie for a second, and then he just fucking like flies, and he just throws the fuck out of that basket to the other side, and usually it would make it in because the enemies would be near me.
Yeah.
By the time I was able to actually get the special off, so I don't know. I was actually like I was figuring out how to get more points, and I could have kept going for a few weeks, but then I was like, you know what? I saw the Final Fantasy characters. This game's fun, but not fun enough. There's no story in this game.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I was hoping every time we come to a DS game, I always hope it's going to be as fun as Chocobo Tales.
Chocobo Tales, yeah.
And it never is, because that game is just super fun.
That game is a lot of fun. Yeah, this doesn't have the variety. I mean, it has different modes. So if you just want to like, and I tried the coin mode, man. I could not even get close on those dribbles.
Yeah.
That was tough. I have no idea how the fuck they do that without like, I don't know, becoming a god at Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Like, what of all the games to like decide to become a god at?
I don't know. That's what I feel like some of those speedrunners do, though. It's like the Guinness Book of World Records, but you only get one record per thing. And so like it's like, I have the record in something that no one gives a shit about.
If it's not Legend of Zelda or something, no one's going to give a shit.
Yeah.
If it's Mario Hoops 3-on-3, I mean, we might have beat the fucking record for... There's got to be a few games in our catalog, like fucking, I don't know, like My Life as a Dark Lord or something. We have no idea.
We might have the world record for beating it. We're one of 12
people who played the game,
Yeah, we happen to be the fastest. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You have no idea. I mean, I had the record on how long to beat for FF1.
Is that the site you use? It was how long to beat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It was the fastest time in the normal category.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
What can I say? It was, what was it? I don't know. At the beginning of the show, I remembered my time, but it's been too many years. We've been going at this for a while, Schweiss. I don't know if you have known that.
Yeah, we've been deep.
We've been deep throating this podcast for many years.
Long time.
No, I think we were closer to having beat the games before starting the podcast, like FF8 and FF7 and all those like classic Final Fantasies. I think there is a bigger gap now that we're this far into the podcast than there was when we started the show.
Yeah, that's true.
As far as like, oh yeah, I haven't played 12 in years. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. When we started the show and we were like reminiscing about games that we were going to replay for the show or play for the first time for the show, but replay in our lives.
Right.
I think it's been a bigger gap.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
That is crazy. Like, that's why I was 22 when we started the show.
Damn.
So I would have been, what, 15?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the...
I think I beat the first Final Fantasy. I beat at 17.
Yeah, I think I was 18.
No, I think I was younger than that.
18
actually.
Or 19.
No, my first kiss was around FF4. I think it was 16. I think it was 16. Yeah.
You know what? I think I was still in high school, actually.
So you might have had a bigger gap. So you're a little older than me.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I also have played some of them again.
Yeah.
So I reset the...
That's true.
Reset the clock.
Yeah.
Set my clock back.
So that's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it's... I thought you were saying we have more left than what we've done, and I'm like,
no, that's not true. That's not true at all.
They're
Especially
trying to make
if we
it,
have a 2-hour game again.
They're trying to make it true, but
would be nice. We'll see what happens.
yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I don't know. Tell us what you thought about the game, like in depth.
Yeah, I think it's all right. I mean, I thought some of the levels were super dick, like the one with the plant that has to like eat your balls.
Oh, I figured it took me so long to figure out how the fuck to make a basket in that.
You can't just go
dunk.
up and stuff your balls in it.
You
in
can't
its
dunk.
mouth.
You have to keep on like making shots from at least the 2-point line, in order for it to even have a chance of going in.
Yeah.
So that was that one. The biggest pain in the ass one was the ice.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't steal a fucking ball.
Yeah.
Not easily. Like it was one shot, or your guy like tumbles onto the ground, like slips and slides away from the other guy who has the ball.
Yeah. If you're moving at all when you do it, he'll just fall.
Yeah, I found that level to be frustrating because that was basically like how I played the game.
Yeah, just fucking steal over and over and
over again. Yeah.
And then like miss the layup and then get the ball back, steal it, miss the layup again, and then get the ball back from him, steal it, miss the layup again. Yeah, that's kind of how the game goes. I don't think that's an exclusive experience. I think that's just kind of how it is.
It happens a couple times. I wouldn't say over and over again.
Yeah. So
the Final Fantasy guys at the end of the Rainbow one. So if you beat everything for the first time, you go to the Rainbow on the Rainbow tournament. You like are lifted if you press like let's keep going or whatever. I don't know if it's because I pressed it or it just happens every time. But there's like you can watch the trophy when they give you the trophy.
Yeah.
And so if you press that, you're going to watch that thing. You are then taken to the skies, and there's an airship.
Yeah, it reminds me of the 4 airship.
Yeah,
it looks just like that one.
I agree. And then at the airship, you are greeted by the team of ninja, white mage, black mage, but the warrior can fuck off because this is 3v3.
That's right.
Guess he would turn into the ninja. Am I wrong about that? I don't know.
No, that was thief.
Okay,
thief
that was
turned into a ninja.
And then, they are pretty hefty. They're pretty brutal. And I feel like, well, I got enough Final Fantasy out of this game at that point.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I don't think it's fun enough to just keep going. I enjoyed it when I was playing it. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I did sit there and play it. I played it for like a good hour and a half the first time.
Yeah.
Which is most of the game, honestly. I was pretty much done. And then I started going through on hard. I was going to play it again before we recorded, and then I was like, nah, that's all right. So, I don't know. It's fun enough, but I think there are other knockoff, like, arcade-style basketball games that are a lot better, like NBA Jam and shit like that. Those are a lot more fun. The street games I thought were more fun.
Yeah, I had an NBA Jam 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are a good time. Oh, NBA Playgrounds. That's the one I played.
Oh, okay.
That one I liked more too, except for the glitchiness.
I would also take all the Mario Karts over this. Like it takes a lot from Mario Kart, but I would rather play a Mario Kart.
Yeah, Donkey Kong controls similarly to the most recent Mario Kart, where he is just shitty and slow.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I remember. Don't you remember that when we were playing with Craig and like you had to customize the wheels and shit on the new one, Mario Kart 8, and it's like too much. I didn't really like it.
Is that the newest Mario Kart?
I think, as far as I know, yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I've. Yeah,
I
think the last time I played Mario Kart was on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Which anybody remember that console?
Yeah. I think that's what we did. Yeah, it was on Craig's Wii U. But
as far as design and stuff, it looks like a big Mario game.
They pretty much took it directly from like Mario 64 is what I was reading.
Doesn't look amazing, but it looks all right. Really bright, colorful color palette, very cartoony kind of look to it. Though Not like cell shaded cartoony, but cartoony. And it looks all right, I think, for a DS game. A DS game is kind of what you get from a DS game. And the music, as far as Soken's work is concerned, I'd say it's pretty, well, like I said earlier, it fits within the genre. There's nothing stand out about the music. It's just kind of like Mario, fun party music.
Yeah. Soundtrack was released October 18th, 2006. Has a runtime of 41 minutes, 26 seconds.
And no one listened to it by itself.
Yeah. I guess it was his first major game soundtrack. But before he was a sound editor. So this is kind of his introduction into making music. And I think he definitely got a lot better. I mean...
Yeah. There's some great 14 tracks, considering how many he had to make, too. It's like...
Yeah.
He has to output like nuts.
I found out that the only one that he's fully made all of the soundtrack for was the last expansion that came out. Because Naboo, I guess, was making the main
Yeah, he would
theme,
make the main thing. Yeah, we talked about that.
but he didn't make the main theme for Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
That was Soken, I guess. And I didn't mind that one.
Nobuo always made the songs.
Yeah, the one I don't like is the Stormblood one. I think that song kind of sucks.
Yeah, they get kind of progressively worse.
Yeah, he's just deteriorating before our very eyes.
I just think he was probably felt inspired, and now he doesn't feel so inspired when he has to like keep on going back and making them, even though he doesn't make them that often. But
yeah, I don't know. I think there's probably like a finite amount of quality we can mine from the old man.
You think so?
Probably. I don't know. Maybe not though. I mean, John Williams still makes great music, so
he does, and everybody fucking forgets it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Got two questions. Skull Hottie asks, my question is, if the game was as stupid and worthless as it sounds. I think if you were a child, this game would be just fine.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good game to have as like, give it to the 12-year-old kid to just kind of have him waste some time. It's definitely got that feel. This feels like something that I would have played with my friend Dylan back in the day if we had both had DSs.
Yeah.
We would have probably played something like this, or one of the more classic Marios probably, but something like this. I think it was fun. But and I wouldn't call it like totally worthless. But as far as our Final Fantasy podcast is concerned, I'm glad to just move on. It's so nice to quickly get through something like that.
Yeah. I don't think it's a worthless game. I think there are better games on the DS. I think there are better basketball games. There are better Mario games. It's just kind of like, whatever.
I'd say, yeah, kind of on the high mediocre end.
Yeah.
Like, it's well made, I think. But as far as like its replayability, like its replay value,
Yeah,
I kind of got enough out of the game.
Yeah, and I paid $20 for it, so it's kind of, the 2 hours I played is kind of.
It might be a good one for Jace in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that, maybe.
How long did it take to get through tournament mode? Asks Frost. 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's hour and a half, 2 hours at most.
Yeah,
It's pretty fast
for all 4 tournaments. And there is a lot of, even though it's 2.5 minutes per half of the game, there's a whole lot of stopping. There's a whole lot of, there's like you can skip them after a few seconds of, replay, showing the instant replay.
Yeah, there's a lot of instant replay that happens every time a basket's made.
Tons of instant replay. They're fucking this game is half instant replay.
Yeah, if you thought they were obsessed in Wii bowling, you have no idea.
Oh yeah, that's a good comparison, actually.
Yeah. Press the button. Just press it. Why are we watching this? You didn't even get a strike.
So yeah, those are the questions. No one gave us a review of the game as far as I know. I didn't check our email. That might be a good thing to check real quick. But the legacy of this game, Schweiss, it sold pretty well, right?
Yeah. As of July 2007, I guess it had sold 1.5 million copies worldwide. So the name Mario is worth at least 1.4 million. And then the, I guess, the
Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah. That seems kind of crazy to me. 1.5 million copies for a game that I didn't even know existed.
I had no idea. This is a new edition. This game has been out since 2006, but it wasn't on the list on Wikipedia's page of games that had Final Fantasy characters in it.
Yeah.
Which is the list that I pulled from.
Yeah.
When we made the list. So, what the fuck?
It's so unknown, yet it's probably sold better than... I know it's sold better than a lot of the games that we've played for this show.
That's true. Yeah, we've played a lot of games that were in the 500,000 category. Some that were down like 300 or 200,000 or something like that.
Games that were better than this one. And
yeah,
easily.
like a certain Lightning Returns.
Yeah, they're like 1,000 times.
Yeah, I would say way better. Way better. Just way better. Yeah. Lightning Returns.
Yeah.
As far as gameplay.
It was like sub 1 million, wasn't it?
As far as gameplay. I guess the story's about on the same level.
Yeah. Yeah, it is about the same.
It makes about as much sense. Oh, man. Lightning Returns. You poor game.
I know.
Oh, yeah. You're just getting shit on.
All the time, yeah.
For no reason. Except your story. It sucks balls. And your graphics are awful, considering you were a sequel to a game it was one of the most beautiful games on that console.
Yeah, those are all true things. Super fun
Let's
to play.
use the same engine, but let's not worry about how it looks.
Yeah, same engine, but we're going to not buff out the crappiness.
Yeah, we're not going to buff out the seams or whatever.
Yeah, just going to leave it.
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
Like it raw.
Is it raw, or did they put a shit filter on the lens?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like an Instagram filter. And it's like
Like
what
a
if we made
bad
it look dingy?
Yeah, the game looks dingy, but not in a visually, not in a professional way. I would say it just looks dingy. It's like someone scraped mud on your television screen. It's play the game.
And you just decided that it wasn't worth it to clean it off.
It's like they had done the graphical fidelity, detail work of a rough demo, and then someone scraped mud all over this television. That's what Lightning Returns look like.
Yeah, and then they oh, did we release it that way?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's something like that.
Yeah.
Do we have any reviews? I'm guessing not. We didn't even ask for him.
Yeah, I think you only asked yesterday, and we got a couple questions.
Yeah,
that's all we had.
That was it. Okay, well, guys, I don't think this game is worth more than $10. Although its price right now is about $20. Probably because it was a hit. It has Mario's name on it. It's DS, so it's getting up there in age. It might be a little harder to find. So the market has priced it at $20. I don't think it's worth anything more than $10.
Yeah.
Personally. But I enjoyed it for what it was, for the short little game that it was. You can definitely dive in there and become a master pro at Mario Hoops 3-on-3, which is, I imagine, what it takes to get the gold trophy in Rainbow on normal.
Yeah.
Not even on hard. So you can kind of dive in there. But I'm just kind of, I had a good time. It was nice and short. I'm ready to move on, kind of a feeling about it.
Yeah, same. There's not really much of a legacy to this game. We didn't know it existed, like I said before, until I found some dude who put together an article of
asshole
things that have Final Fantasy characters in it, and I debunked most because he had shit like Tobal number 2, which is a fighting game that has a bird that's like a chocobo.
Yeah, there's things. Yeah, and Mario RPG has things like Final Fantasy things, but not.
Yeah. So we didn't count those
So we
ones.
didn't count it. It's like, it's got to be a Final Fantasy character or figure of some kind. Like, it has to be a chocobo. Cannot be a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh man, wait, is Tobal?
No, it's not. We debunked it twice. We went through that list very carefully.
Yeah, I was afraid of that list when I found it.
Oh, so was I. I was like, oh, fuck you, Schweiss, you goddamn fucking prick. I just remembered, like, if one of our listeners didn't already get up our ass about it, which, by the way, I don't know. I guess we all just missed Mario Hoops 3-on-3 till 3 months ago.
I'm surprised. Yeah, usually you guys are more on the ball.
Yeah, usually they're up our asses.
Yeah.
Usually they're deep-throating us.
Yeah, you guys are deep-throating us with your Final Fantasy games.
Punish them with your deep-throating.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no, I'm being deep-throated.
What am I going to do?
Anyway. So, this game, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Our next game will be either, and we can take questions in the questions area of Discord for UFF, or reviews. You can put your reviews there too. The next game on the list is the new Smash Bros. It's either the new Smash Bros. Or it's Air Gaze, which we'll play a little bit of if we have time right after this episode. Air Gaze, God Bless the Ring. If you have ever played that game, please send us a review to fffanatics123@gmail.com or put it in our Discord area. There will be a link to our Discord in the episode description. Same with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yes.
If you have played that game, which a lot of you motherfuckers have, so please send us your reviews of that game to fffanatics123@gmail.com or our Discord channel. And if you have questions you want to ask us about anything having to do with those games, send it to the same places, and we will appreciate that. So the next, those are the next two games. This one went way faster than I thought. I think Smash Bros is going to take us a little while. Apparently, the campaign is difficult and takes some time.
Yeah, and we're not very good at that game either.
No, I'm awful at Super Smash Bros. Mostly because I still don't get it. Dude, I've played that thing for fucking hours. I have played through the campaign of Melee, and I still don't understand the mechanics of that game. And what I'm talking about is like, all right, so there's like a dice roll system, I guess, that has to do with like, when you hit a character or some damage is done to a character, their percentage goes up, which is not a health bar. It's like a percent. You have a percent chance of shit happening to you if you get a good hit on them.
Yeah.
I hate that system. I still like can't quite wrap my mind around, like, I'm just so used to a health bar, and like 0 means fucking 0.
Yeah, it means you're done.
And I don't know. Yeah, I've just never gotten it's that one aspect of Smash Bros. That I still, for years, I've felt this way since I was fucking in junior high to now. I still don't really get that.
Yeah, it's like a percent chance of them being knocked out of the ring and you beating them. But like I've gotten 300% and I don't get knocked out.
Yeah.
And then I knock somebody out that has like 60.
It's a stupid dice roll system.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I know people fucking love Smash Bros. And it's been on at parties and I've played it and I've always been super underwhelmed by it. So don't expect a like super glowing review of Smash Bros. Unless like for some reason it clicks in my brain this time around.
Same. I've never really cared for Smash Bros. Like people that are like, oh, I'm really good, or I'm like top 5 in the state. I'm just like, I don't even like it. Like I just don't. Every time I play it, I'm just like, I
also like lose my character when it's like doing it zoom out, zoom in thing.
Yeah,
never gotten used to the visuals of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't really care for.
I was honestly, and it's twice. Whenever you go to someone's house, especially as a high schooler, the choice was always between Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. Melee. And those motherfuckers would always go with Melee. And I'm like, please, God, let's play some Mario Kart.
Yeah,
that's an actually fun game.
Let's have some fun.
It's a fun game. and you're doing your own race, and there's like reasons you get knocked down. You see them happen.
Yeah, it's not just because I said so.
Yeah. It's not just because like the game god was like, well, this time when you get the uppercut, you're fucking in the sky.
Yeah, and you're gonna explode into a beam of light.
Yeah, but people are good at it, so there is a game going on, but I have not yet figured out what that game is.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, and I just don't play it because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not one of those things where I'm like determined to get good at it. Because I don't really understand it, and
it would be a nice game to be good at for a party. Cause
yeah,
that comes out often.
Yeah, I'd rather get really good at Halo or something though. And honestly, I think it's more fun. Plus, you understand when I shoot you in the head and you die.
Yeah, exactly.
I won.
And like with the Halo reticle, it's even more accurate. Halo, especially.
Yeah, it's extremely accurate.
It's like, look, man, if you're in the sights here, you get hit.
Yeah,
in
that's
Halo.
just how them's the rules.
Yeah, which is kind of what makes it like more fun on the arcadey side to me than Battlefield, where it's like we want to be realistic.
Yeah.
So here's bullet drop, and like maybe your guy as he's breathing isn't as accurate. Like
I don't know, man. I still love Battlefield, but there's something satisfying about like finding a
Call
guy.
of Duty somewhere in between the two of those, but
yeah,
and faster. But
there's something satisfying about finding a guy, instantly knowing how much above his head you need to shoot, and then like watching his brain matter explode out of the back of his head. You're like, nice.
I definitely my play style of play on games versus each other is like I want all like the extra shit cut out.
You want it raw.
I want it raw, and I want the game to do exactly what I tell it to, so that it's actually like skill based. But
yeah, I mean, if you look at like our favorite shooters, Doom is the most stripped down shooter I think there is.
Yeah.
And you don't even reload. Like you just shoot until you're out of bullets, right?
Yeah.
With the shotgun especially. And then Halo is probably the second most stripped down shooter.
Yeah.
And then from then on it just gets more and more complex.
Those are my two favorite shooters. Yeah. My two favorite shooters of all time are Doom and Halo.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've had fun playing Call of Duty. It's a distant third, though. Yeah. It's not even close. Like, there's no Call of Duty experience I have ever had that is as fun as Halo.
Yeah.
I've been pretty close. Like, we've had some good games, but I've never been, like, screaming and shouting and laughing as much.
I think with Black Ops, I probably have had as much fun, but Halo, you can do so many zany things with too, and like Call of Duty, you can only do so much to like edit the game mode and make it your own thing.
Call of Duty 4 has a really damn good campaign, though. That's one of the better campaigns I've played in video games ever.
Yeah, they usually do a pretty good job with the campaign.
Yeah, and I might say like it. I think campaign wise, I think it. In terms of like its effect on me when I was playing it for the first time, bigger than a couple of the Halos.
Yeah.
But I guess that'd be a good game to revisit on Nude Claim, which is another video game podcast we have where we can dive into other series.
Yeah. Not if our odd divings and deep throatings of Ultima aren't enough for you guys, we do even more on Nude Clan.
We do.
So. If you think Mario Hoops 3v3 is weird, you should listen to our Halo 3 review.
Yeah, so after these two games, Airgaze and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
The long-awaited...
You fucker.
Long-assed Kingdom Hearts?
No, it's Chocobo Dungeon.
Oh, shit, that's right.
It's Chocobo Dungeon 2. Not Chocobo Dungeon 1, which was a game, but never came out in the United States. They just straight up released Chocobo Dungeon 2 without the first one.
So dumb. And they didn't even give us the decency of calling it Chocobo Dungeon 1. They made everyone like, oh my god, where's number 1?
So is Chocobo World that FF8 fucking...
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have no idea what's going on in that game. I have no idea. I've popped it on recently because I think it's because we added it to this list.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, I guess it did have an official release and I guess I already own it. I don't know what it's doing, dude. I'm just like walking on like a black space, like white and black squares.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to play it. I have no idea what the fuck I am doing. So that's going to be a fun one where we're like, yeah, we played it for an hour. I had no idea what we were doing. It sucks. That's what I imagine our future review of that. But yes, we have these 2 games in this category, then 3 Chocobo games. Chocobo World, Chocobo Dungeon 2, Chocobo Racing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure the order on those either. I'm not sure if Dungeon 2 came out before Chocobo World or vice versa. And then it's Kingdom Hearts. And we'll be in Kingdom Hearts land for a while.
Yeah, those
are not short games.
And there's a lot of them too.
But from what I remember, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, pretty bitchin'. Don't know about the sequels. I've heard mixed reactions to them.
Yeah, same. To be determined. There's a lot of... We got a bunch of DS ones that are in there. So that'll be nice to crack open the DS again. I like playing the DS.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Coded or Recoded. 358 over 2 days, that fucking title that we've made fun of since the beginning of time. Since I ever saw it. Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. 358 and a half? No, it's not and a half. What the fuck does that... Okay, all right, I'm done. Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Just to round it all out, we can listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that one is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It's just Theater Rhythm. It's Kingdom Hearts Theater Rhythm.
Oh, joy.
It's at Walmart right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a newer game. It's like a brand new game.
Oh, nice. Is it for the Switch? Or is it the 3DS still?
It
should be.
Think it was... I don't know.
I hope it's the 3DS.
Hopesy. What the fuck is wrong with me today?
Too many deep throats.
I can't get my metaphors straight. I was like, oh, come on, like a super sexual metaphor would be a good spot right now. I don't
like a review of a kid's game.
Hey kids, you want to hear a review of the classic Mario game 3-on-3? Get deep throated.
Yeah. Get deep throated so hard your words don't work anymore.
I think I might have your cold from the other week. So.
Oh, that sucks. That.
At least I know it's not COVID. It's just cold. But there's instant COVID tests down in Cedar, so I'll probably take one. Not that it matters, I guess. Like COVID just brushed off my shoulder.
Yeah.
So I assume it will again if I get it again. Then we're dude, we're in the homes. This feels like the home stretch, but I know it's not. These are like long games.
Yeah, all the Kingdom Hearts.
But I'm looking at the list, and it's only like 4 little sections left. You know.
Yeah.
Once we get through these fighting games, then it's just like, boop, and then the list it doesn't even scroll past after the first Chocobo game. The list doesn't even scroll on my phone screen anymore. It's just like singular.
We're getting there, yeah.
Oh, what do we do?
I don't know. Well, Square knows what to do. They'll just keep releasing games.
That's true. We do have 2 Final Fantasy games that are coming out, or at least 1 expansion and 1 Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Early next year. So.
And then there's going to be 7 Part 2, and then there's going to be 16.
In 12 years, yeah, I'm sure.
16. I bet you.
Is 16 coming out next year?
I think that's what they said.
Okay. I hope it's ready. It just felt like not ready. It was felt like not ready to release a shitty trailer.
Yeah, I know.
So that was like the most disappointing main Final Fantasy trailer I've ever seen ever.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's just the person that cut the trailer. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I will. And we'll play it, but
we are barely over an hour, and that's it, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
I mean, shit, we almost talked about it as long as we played it, so.
Yeah. It's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But another one bites the dust on the list.
Another one down, guys. Another one down.
One quick plug for my movie, guys. If you could go check out my YouTube channel, just search my name and you'll be able to find it. I'm doing pretty regular vlogs about the making of Chicken Coop. People are asking me little questions about movie making or whatever. Some people have asked me about Dragon Ball, and I've talked about Dragon Ball for 2 minutes. If you can follow me on YouTube, that'd be great. And if you can support the movie, links will be there. So I would really appreciate that. Anyway, that's my plug.
Yep. I don't have anything else. I guess just the other podcasts. We got Nude Clan video game podcast. We have For a Few Chickens More, Song of Schweiss and Johnson, Game of Thrones podcast. Get caught up on that because we're gonna get that prequel TV show coming out.
Oh shit!
In March, I think. So.
Oh shit!
Hang out for that. We also have the Godzilla podcast. Probably won't be a Godzilla movie for a little while, but
Oh, a new Godzilla movie.
One,
that's what you're saying. I was
no,
like,
you guys are doing episodes like crazy.
Like we have lots.
Yeah, you got a bunch left still, right?
We got not only that, we're also splitting our time doing the TV shows.
Oh yeah,
which we are starting. Like as of this recording, tomorrow I'm going over to Drew's place to do a commentary over the 1978 Godzilla TV show, which we watched the first half of season 1. There's 2 seasons of it. It is. Drew likes it a lot more than me. This is where we are just way different hemispheres. Because usually Drew's kind of the stickler where he's like, I didn't really like that one. That was kind of boring.
Yeah.
This time around, because it's like a kid show and it's who the fuck made Hanna-Barbera kids show. Drew has like affinity for kids cartoons. I do not have. And like after just episode 2, when I was like, oh fuck, I forgot that shows used to fucking do this like repetitive structure shit.
Yeah.
And kid shows, it's not like Seinfeld where it's just like the structure of the acts, it's like act 1, 2, 3, where you can kind of like figure that out after a while. That's for the adults. I mean, that's still repetitive, but it's much less repetitive than like, and this is the part where we play the song, and this is the part where like it's obnoxiously repetitive. And then like, and this is where he says his line where he calls for Godzilla the exact same way that he did in all the other episodes.
Yeah.
It is horrible. It's not as bad as the last TV show, which took us years to get through. That was Godzilla Island, and that was the worst piece of shit ever made. Ever made. I don't think anything is worse than Godzilla Island.
Wow.
They were like these like 3-minute TV shows that would show between cartoons, and it had like Godzilla toys fighting against each other. And there was like a human narrative, and it was all like green screen, and it was shitty looking, and it's not in English, so we're just like watching this fucking show like slowly going insane.
Wow, that sounds pretty nuts.
And so we just eventually just started like going way off track and just talking about other shit while the episode played.
Always a good sign, yeah.
Yeah. And that was just like a test of will to get through that shit. This, for me, was a test of will to watch for the first time. Because it's in English, unfortunately, so we can't just watch it once and talk over it.
Right.
We have to watch it. Then, because there's actually going to be information on Hanna-Barbera, I have to go research about it. And then actually talk over it again. I don't know. We because it was in Japanese with Godzilla Island, we would just basically commentate as it was going.
Right.
There was only one watch, and this is going to require 2. Sorry, that's what I meant. This one is requiring 2 watches, which horrible show. Believe it or not,
I believe it.
This Hanna-Barbera, always known for its quality.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy the grind.